Hello, drummer maniacs. Welcome to the first episode of DrumExpress, a show powered by Beatit.tv, the drummer's website, giving you the latest news from the world of drums. Every week, we'll be talking about our greatest passion in life, which is the drums. We're making DrumExpress for you. We're counting on your input, on your comments, interactions, and constructive criticism. Let us know what we can do to improve the show. Let's begin, shall we? If you're watching from the Czech Republic, Slovakia, the eastern regions of Germany, or are visiting Poland in the first week of June, we recommend taking a trip to the town of Bydgoszcz, where Drums Fusion, a festival of rhythm and percussive arts, will be held. This year, the musical guests include, among others, Aldi Meola Acoustic Trio on the 2nd of June, Japanese female drumming sensation Senri Kawaguchi on the 3rd of June, and Jonathan Sugarfoot Moffat, longtime collaborator of Michael Jackson, who'll be performing on the 4th of June. Slipknot have confirmed that the new drummer is Eloy Casagrande, who left Sepultura just before their farewell tour kicked off. The masked metal giants are embarking on a concert tour this year to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the release of the first album. The tour is called Slipknot 25th Anniversary, Here Comes the Pain 2024, and will reach both the Americas as well as Europe and the UK. Let's take a look at the new drum kit Eloy's bringing with him on that tour. The set consists of Tama Star Classic Bubinga drums in piano white finish, Paiste cymbals, Yamaha electronic pads, and Evans drumheads. Nice, isn't it? Did I hear somebody say, needs more bass drums? Tama are celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. 5 decades of the strongest name in drums, to quote their advertising slogan, will be celebrated during the Tama Drum Festival, which is to take place on the 25th of May in Guttenstetten, Germany. Simon Phillips, along with his band Protocol 5, will be one of the stars of the event. Watch a short video in which the master drummer, who is one of the best and most renowned drummers in the world today, invites you to take part in the festivities.
Hello, I'm Simon Phillips, and I am looking forward to performing with Protocol 5 at Tama's 50th Anniversary Drum Festival on May the 25th, 2024 in Guttenstetten, Deutschland. Tickets are available at www.tamadrumfestival.com. See you there.
Today, as part of the Did You Know That section, Mateusz Wysocki of MW Drums, a shop offering vintage drums, cymbals and hardware, will tell you all about legs. This could be interesting.
Did you know that this type of telescopic bass drum leg, which we now know from basically all drum kits, and which is nothing new, in fact, in its current, or at least very similar form, was created as late as in the 1970s. Previously, bass drum legs were thin rods, not always spiked, which in various strange ways would come out of the bass drum, and which, as it turns out, did not fulfill their function. That's why anchors were invented, mounted at the bottom of the front hoop. You may have also seen a very well-known picture where the drummer hammers nails to the stage floor where the bass drum is so that it does not travel. However, a telescopic leg is easily pulled out and blocked. It also has a spike, which can be hidden and replaced with a rubber tip. In my opinion, it has solved the issue of bass drum stability. Bass drum legs of this kind have been manufactured ever since, and I think they'll stay with us forever and a day. Thank you.
Johnny Dandy Rodriguez Jr. is a percussion icon whose association with Latin percussion goes back to the very founding of the company. He's a world-renowned pioneering bongosero who has played with the greatest, including more than 30 years with the Tito Puente Orchestra. Dandy is an inspiring and influential bongo player who has played LP instruments for over half a century. The limited edition Zebra Wood 60th anniversary Dandy bongos are a tribute to this masterful musician and the Zebra bongos Latin percussion made in the 1970s. LP worked with legendary DW wood whisperer John Good to source the exotic zebra wood. Category 7 is a new band featuring drummer Jason Bittner, known from Shadows Fall and Overkill. The remaining members of this metal supergroup include singer John Bush of Armored Saint, formerly of Anthrax, guitarist Phil Demmel, Kerry King, former member of Machine Head, guitarist Mike Orlando of Adrenaline Mob, and bassist Jack Gibson of Exodus. Category 7's debut album will see release this summer, with the first single, entitled In Stitches, already unveiled on May the 2nd. Jason Bittner is endorsed by Pell Drums, Zildjian Cymbals, Pro Mark Sticks, and Remo Drumheads. In this segment, we discuss what we as drummers tend to do wrong and how to correct those issues. Today, we'll deal with the cross-stick technique, which is hitting the hoop of the snare drum with a drumstick.
Hi, today's topic is compatibility of pads from different companies with a specific module from a given brand. For many years, it was an issue because even leading producers would keep their modules closed, meaning incompatible with pads from other companies. Fortunately, this has recently changed.
I tak na przykład
For example, the Jua G3 module here, which I'm holding in my hands, is already open. That is, it features settings for pads from multiple companies.
Ustawienia do padów wielu firm. I tak na
And
przykład,
so,
jeżeli chodzi
for
o
example,
kickpady,
when it comes to kick
to są
pads,
ustawienia
there are
padów
settings for
Gewy,
Jua pads,
Rolanda,
but also for Roland,
i
Yamaha, also
również
Roland
ustawienia
RT30K trigger
Rolanda,
settings.
RT30K. Jeżeli chodzi o grupę padów do
When it comes to the tom and snare pad groups, of course, the entire range of Jua pads, Roland pads, Yamaha pads, and Alesis pads.
Oraz pady Alesisa. Teraz
Now let's move on to the hi-hat and cymbal settings.
Hi-hatu i talerzy. Jeżeli chodzi o talerze, to talerze
When it comes to
Gewy
cymbals, it's
oczywiście
Jua cymbals, of
Rolanda,
course, Roland cymbals, Yamaha, Alesis, ATV,
ATV.
and the most interesting
no i
part for us,
najbardziej
the hi-hats, where the pad
nas dziedzina,
settings are the
czyli
most
hi-haty,
difficult.
gdzie te ustawienia są najtrudniejsze. Ustawienia padów hi-hatu. No i mamy tutaj
here we have the ready-made hi-hat presets by Jua, Roland VH10 and VH13, Alesis and ATV.
Hi-hatu Alesisa oraz padu hi-hatu ATV.
I hope this video
Mam
has
nadzieję,
been
że
helpful
wam
to
tym
you.
pomogłem.
See you in
Do
the next
zobaczenia w
episode.
następnym odcinku. Here we ask drummers 10 short questions to get a short or relatively short answer. Today, listen to Chris Slade, whose credits include Tom Jones, Manfred Mann's Earth Band, Uriah Heep, David Gilmour, The Firm, and AC/DC, and who's currently on tour with his own band, The Chris Slade Timeline. Left or right?
Both.
Good
Funny
one.
enough, because my wife used to say, she said, turn left. No, the other left. drummers are famous for that. You can't tell your left from your right.
The sea or the mountains?
Tricky one. I used to sail a lot, but I also love mountains. I'm from Wales, which is pretty mountainous.
Yeah.
So I like both. I like being on the sea, not in it.
Okay. Barefooted or, with shoes on?
Only in the summer. Playing, I always shoes, always.
Okay.
There was a guy I used to see in France long time ago. He used to play barefoot. But I tried it, but couldn't get on with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. High mount, low mount. How would you go?
In what way?
Drums, for example.
High, you mean how they're mounted?
Yeah.
I don't like them too high because, but I like to be able to reach them also. And I don't like them upright like this, like a lot of rock drummers do. It's like in your face like this. For one, you can't see what they're doing unless you're at the side. And I just don't like the look of that.
Loud or not so loud?
Usually very loud. In fact, that's why Tom got rid of his second drummer, because he wasn't loud enough.
Okay. That's very interesting.
It's not very tasteful, but it's good for stage.
Okay. Acoustics or acoustic instrument or electronic instruments?
Acoustic.
Mm-hmm.
I want to find a system that works for drums, I've tried a few manufacturers. I wanted to do it wireless. So it went to a brain, all mic'd up with no wires, and nobody's developed it yet because I don't know why. The technology is there, I'm sure, but nobody's done it. I think there may be some interference between the two between toms and stuff. So, you know, if I could find a wireless system, a wireless system, I'd love that.
Okay. Eye to eye or online?
Oh, you mean an interview or something like that?
Contact.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Eye to eye.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You can do that these days, though, with Zoom often.
True. Okay, one last one. Shallow or deep?
Toms?
For example.
Well, you know, it's funny with DW drums, they're not that deep. Not as deep as other. It's just the configuration of the difference between the head size and the depth of the drum. And I think John Good had all that down perfectly. And I've got 2 DW kits. One's in America and one's in Europe. So, you know, it's just that that head and shell mix has got to be right. And John Good did all that.
Premier Drums have introduced a new line of drum kits called Revolution. Those are ready-to-play 5-piece sets, including some cymbals, a throne, and a pair of sticks, designed with beginners and students in mind. They come in 3 finishes, 2 shell-size options, and there's also 2 expansion packs. See the link below for more detailed specs. This is the section in which we talk about some of the gear that has garnered the highest scores in our tests at Beatit.tv. Today, we'd like to draw your attention to our test of a Sonar Pro Lite drum kit. The drums make a very good impression already at first glance. The attention to detail is striking and the solid light grade finish looks very nice. It is inspired by a very popular paint color used by Audi in the production of their sports cars. The badge bearing the company logo and the name of the model is, we think, highly aesthetic. The edges of these shells seem impeccable, which was confirmed when tuning the toms. The process did not cause the slightest problem. Literally, 1 turn of a drum key on each tuning rod and the drums were playable. In addition, the tuning did not change a bit throughout our recording session, which should be attributed to the tune-safe system. It is based on the fact that the lugs have an internal protection that prevents the tuning screws from loosening. We should also mention the OSM, Optimum Shell Measurement System, which means the diameter of each drum is slightly reduced. It is supposed to make the head resonate better, a bit like timpani does. You can judge the result yourself, but in our opinion, the theory worked in practice. The tom mounting system, called TAR, short for Total Acoustic Resonance Mounting System, uses 2 upper and 2 lower lugs on each of the toms, and in our opinion gives a good balance between stiff and free suspension without leaning towards either option. You can find the full video and the accompanying article under the link below. Sabian have announced the winner of the first Sabian Dom Famularo SEN Mentorship Award, which was established in agreement with the late great Dom Famularo and is now awarded in his honor. This year's winner is Maxim Lagosha from Ukraine, who was awarded the inaugural $2,500 grant and exclusive mentorship sessions with the full panel of judges, which includes such drumming masters as David Garibaldi or Klaus Hessler. Congratulations to the winner from the Beatit team. Pimp My Cymbal is a segment where we show you what a cracked cymbal can sound like after making a professional interference in the structure of the instrument. Today, we give you a 19-inch Zildjian ultra-hammered china which had a crack along the lathe on it. That's it for today. Please hit that like button if you liked this first ever episode of DrumExpress. Subscribe us if you'd like to see more content, more episodes, because they are coming your way if you do. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next week.